Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Before this video, I asked God what it was that He wanted me to share with you today, and He told me to talk about the importance of controlling our emotions. I know that typically when we talk about good and evil, we talk about, the difference between angels and demons. And I think that there's more to it. I don't believe that everyone that does evil does it because they relish in it or because that was what they chose to do, or even because it's something that they enjoy. I think there are times we find ourselves in the middle of an evil situation and we don't know how to get out of it. We don't know how to overcome it. We don't know even sometimes how we got there or why we got there. The dividing line between choosing to increase the light in your life and choosing not to. You see, light and darkness and your pursuit of light or darkness is kind of like being in a tube out in the middle of a river. If you're not trying to intentionally go against the current, then the default is to drift down the river. And if you're not intentionally choosing the light, then the default is to float in darkness. So going back to one of the analogies I've already shared about, you got midnight, morning, noon, nightfall, and midnight. You got that circle, the repeating circle every day. Cut it at midnight. You have your line, and you have midnight to morning, morning to noon, noon to evening, and evening to midnight. And you look at where the darkness is on, when you're at the 12 hours of darkness in a day and 12 hours of light in a day. When the year is at that perfect point twice a year. Where is the dividing line between the darkness and the light? And you've got morning and you've got dusk. You've got evening. Basically, on one side on this number line, on the one side, the extreme is to be completely devoid of emotion, to be completely devoid of feelings. And on the other side is to be completely ruled by feelings, when feelings are so abundant that it's the exact opposite of being devoid. On one side, absolutely nothing. The other side, just 100% overabundant. Really, the question is, do you control your emotions? Do you control your feelings? Or do your emotions and feelings control you? We find ourselves in different situations in life where the environment that we're in triggers certain emotions. And, the experience of loss, the experience of losing a child, the experience of being fired from a job when people lied about you, those feelings of loss have a tendency to overcome us. You lose a child and you get so lost in your feelings of loss and mourning that you can't get up, you can't feed yourself, you find yourself in a terrible situation. And I'm not saying that mourning is evil. In fact, I'm saying that the absence of mourning would be evil, or having that mourning overcome you leads you to evil. And the goal of being full of light is to use those feelings for a better cause. For example, if a husband and wife lose a child and they both are experiencing tremendous loss, but they each use that feeling to comfort the other person, to recognize what the other person's feeling, and then to apply that soothing balm, that is a godly action. And our goal in life should be to choose godly actions. That is, only by choosing godly actions do we become more like God. And God is a being that is in perfect balance. That's what makes him perfect. That's part of what makes him perfect, I should say, is that he is in complete control of his emotions, complete control of what he feels. And it would be a mistake to think that God is in this paradise where he doesn't experience life. The truth is, heaven is a place where life is experienced, but that if everyone there is in full control of their emotions, then imagine the beauty and the greatness that would exist in living in a place where everyone was in full control of what they felt and then used an understanding of those feelings to help each other. And so that's basically the gist of what God wanted me to introduce to you today, that the pursuit of godliness begins through self-mastery, learning how to experience your feelings and emotions, and then learning how to have a balance, learning how to use those emotions in order to be of service, in order to how to use those emotions and those feelings in order to help others and to build a world where there is peace. You really think about it. If the goal, the millennial goal, is that people find peace, that we accomplish world peace, the first step to achieving that goal is for each of us as individuals to gain the self-mastery over our own feelings. Thank you for listening to my videos. I love you all, and my only desire is for you to have a very blessed day. Thank you.